My name is Gina Diwali. I've been working at the Elgin County Archives since we opened in 2002. In this presentation, I will give an overview of the new outreach strategies that we've been developing since 2017, which include green screen time travel and property history and genealogy workshops. Now I'll give you a brief overview of the history of the archives and our outreach. The Elgin County Archives opened to the public in November 2002. Some early outreach strategies included contribution of photographs to bygone days sections of 2 local newspapers, giving updates to local historical and genealogical organizations and groups, and announcing news to local media. Also hosting events like Doors Open and Culture Days. During these events, we would conduct tours of our facility and highlight our collections. We started up on social media in 2010. We joined Flickr in January of 2010, Twitter in January of 2010, YouTube in April of 2011, Facebook in March 2015, and Instagram in February 2018. Since 2017, we have been redeveloping our outreach strategy to increase our presence in the local community and to ensure we are delivering on our mission to serve as a total community resource. It is important to us that community members perceive us as approachable and feel welcome in our space. Outreach is a key tool that allows us to engage with our target audience, for facilitating new connections with potential users, while maintaining relationships with our existing users. In October 2017, we launched Time Travel with Elgin County Archives, an outreach program that uses green screen technology to photograph participants and superimpose them into historical photographs to make it appear as if they are traveling back in time. The green screen events were held at local libraries, community events, schools, and long-term care homes. We received the 2019 AAO Institutional Award for this program. To date, we have held 22 green screen programs with approximately 1,100 participants. We have also recognized the need for the public to become more aware of research tools and resources, both in the archives and online, in the areas of property history and genealogy. In September 2018, we began to deliver property history and genealogy workshops at local libraries and at community organization meetings. These workshops have allowed us to increase awareness about the archives in general and about the resources and services we offer. To date, we have delivered 14 workshops to our library branches and to community groups. One of the first things we needed to determine when planning an expansion of our outreach program was what kind of participants and partnerships were available. Since the Elgin County Archives and Elgin County Library operate within the same department, it was natural that we would look at a partnership with the Elgin County Library. And this partnership has been invaluable to the success of the programs. The county's public library system has 10 branches situated at the heart of the rural communities of Elgin County, and each branch has an established user base that regularly attends library programming. This allowed us to cross-promote the event and provided us with an engaged audience to which we could bring our activity. As word spread about our new programs, we looked at other events and organizations to conduct the green screen program and workshops. These included community events, local organizations, schools, and long-term care homes. The first program that I will talk about in more detail is the green screen program. The green screen kit was purchased for $160 and a portrait lighting set for $190 from Henry's Camera Store. We also purchased the Canon Selphy CP1300 printer for $150, an Apple iPad 9.7 for $430, and an application for iOS called Green Screen by Do Inc. for $2.99 in the App Store. Note that if you have a limited budget, the portrait lighting kit is optional. You may also opt for a tablet at a lower price point, and you may also use a mobile device. Once the equipment has been purchased, the only ongoing cost is the replacement ink and paper for the printer, which costs $40 and yields 108 photographs. I'll describe now how a typical green screen event would work. Generally, we hold a 2 to 3 hour drop-in session where we offer a selection of 6 photographs from our collection. For each branch we visit, we choose images that reflect that community's past and resonate with our participants, who may have memories of the event, place, or people in the photograph. Once their photograph is taken using the green screen, we ask where they would like to be situated in the image and show them how the technology works. We then create a photographic print for them using a mobile printer and also offer to send them a digital copy of the image. This is a before and after photograph of a young participant at the Heritage Farm Show at the Bacchus Page House in August of 2019. She has been superimposed into a photograph next to the ferry the City of Erie in the harbor at Port Burwell circa 1935. And here in the Elgin County Council chambers, Elgin County Museum curator Mike Baker and his sister were transported to the Brasher Family Monument, St. Luke's Cemetery, Vienna, circa 1885. This was during a doors open event with a spooky theme. I'll now go over some of the benefits of the green screen program. First, the green screen program captures the interest of community members by offering a stimulating and creative activity. And then engaging in conversation with them brings awareness to our collections and resources. As the image is printing from our mobile printer, we take the opportunity to start a conversation, bringing awareness to our services when it seems appropriate. We also offer to send them a digital copy of the images if they are willing to leave an email, and this gives us an opportunity to follow up with the participants after the event. We follow up with a friendly email message thanking them for visiting us and inviting them to visit us in the future. We encourage them to follow us on social media, explore our online database, and reach out if they have any questions about our services. The program appeals to all ages and resonates with various demographic groups for different reasons. Younger demographics enjoy the technology and the idea that they are time traveling, and this offers us a unique opportunity to engage with a group that rarely visits us in person. This allows us to connect with our future users and hopefully ignite interest in local history. Older demographics reminisce about former streetscapes, buildings, and the people who used to live and work in their community. The program has been very well received within the community and continues to gain in popularity as we share the time travel images on our social media platforms after events. We have recently expanded the program beyond our partnership with the library to other cultural and community organizations, stimulating new collaborations, opportunities for cross-promotion, and the sharing of resources and outreach strategies. These bookings have resulted in a 600% increase of our outreach participation compared to the previous calendar year. Some challenges with the green screen program are the cost, the short interaction time with participants, and the unknown longevity of the program. From selecting a photograph to handing over the photographic print, the total interaction time with each participant is around 5 minutes. While the interaction time is short, it is still significant, and first impressions are everything. We try to engage with everyone in a personal, exciting, and fun way, so that their experience with the archives is positive and memorable. We are aware, though, of the unknown longevity of the program. For example, will the novelty wear off? Will people continue to attend the program after they have already experienced it? For now, it remains a popular activity, but we are also looking at introducing programs where the green screen activity would be an element of a larger program, rather than it being its own entity. The equipment and supplies required for the program have an upfront cost of around $1,000, which may also be a barrier for small archival institutions with limited budgets. Now I'll talk about the second part of our outreach strategy. We have recognized the need for the public to become more aware of research tools and resources, both in the archives and online, in the areas of property history and genealogy. In September 2018, we began to deliver workshops at local libraries and at community organization meetings, which cover these topics. These workshops have allowed us to increase awareness about the archives in general, and about the resources and services we offer. The Property History Workshop is called Every Home Has a History, a Property Research Workshop. This is a poster for a workshop that I presented at the annual general meeting of the Elgin County branch of the Ontario Genealogical Society. The workshop is a free 1.5-hour workshop with one staff member from the Elgin County Archives. It's a registered event capped at 15 participants. We require access to a computer and projector to display a PowerPoint presentation and access to the internet to demonstrate the online website. We provide participants with supplementary handouts and copies of the slide presentation, and we ask participants to register at least a week in advance so that we can prepare the materials. I'll now go over the content of the Property History Workshop. Property history inquiries have become increasingly popular research requests at the Elgin County Archives, but for the average patron it can be difficult to know where to start. This workshop is designed to guide patrons through the process of researching a property by showcasing local and online resources available to them. Our staff demonstrates how to use and search for land records using OnLand and how to interpret these records. Resources and services available at Elgin County Archives for property research are also highlighted. This is a picture of our archivist assistant, Amber Mandich, presenting a property history workshop at the Port Burwell branch of the Elgin County Library in March 2019. The workshop provides the audience with the following: a history of the land registration system in Ontario, how to access land records, searching OnLand, which is the online source of land registry records which have been scanned and are available to the public, interpreting the land record abbreviations, accessing original instruments, an overview of local resources, an overview of online resources, and how to set up a research strategy. The genealogy workshop is called Digging Deeper, a genealogy workshop for beginners. The general requirements to present this workshop, as well as the general format, are the same as a property history workshop. The main topics are getting started, developing a methodology which includes outlining categories of genealogical records, how to evaluate information, and what a genealogical proof standard is. Resources at Elgin County Archives such as the Vital Statistics, Census Returns, Upper Canada Land Petitions, Elgin County Surrogate Court Records, and the Scott Studio Collection. Other resources in Elgin County such as the Elgin County branch of the OGS, the St. Thomas Cemetery Company, and the Elgin County Military Museum. Online resources such as the Archives of Ontario, the National Archives, and family history sites such as Ancestry and Family Search. I'll now go over some of the benefits and challenges of these workshops. One of the benefits is that it assists researchers in developing a methodology to their research, which in turn assists us in that researchers are better able to be specific about what records they need from us, rather than asking for any information we have on the Miller family, etc. It also ensures that they've already checked out all the available resources outside of our collection. Identifying resources at our archives, such as local newspapers and surrogate court records, allows researchers to become more familiar with what kind of information is contained in the various types of genealogical records we have, as well as identifying which of the records in our collection will be most useful to them. And identifying other institutions and organizations in Elgin County, such as the Elgin County branch of the Ontario Genealogical Society and the Elgin Military Museum, allows for people to become aware of other family history resources in the community. Attendees of the workshop are provided with a copy of our Elgin County Archives genealogy and Elgin County Archives property history brochures, PowerPoint slides, and useful handouts such as a glossary of land record terms and research templates, which are useful in getting started with their research or narrowing the scope of their research. The attendance is capped at 15 participants, which allows for more time for in-depth questions and discussion. Some challenges are it can be time-consuming to prepare for the workshop, especially if someone is fairly new to presenting the workshop. We sometimes have staff changes, and newer staff are not as familiar with our resources, so may find it more challenging to learn all the necessary information. Also, there can be difficult questions regarding resources, in particular the online resources such as the large websites such as Ancestry and Family Search. They are adding content often, and it can be challenging to keep up to date with their resources. It can also be challenging to search the online website because some properties are more difficult to search than others. Also, resources such as the ones at our archives sometimes can change over time as things become more available online. So in conclusion, regardless of what type of archives you work at, whether it is a government, university, or religious archives, for example, the type of outreach strategies that I outlined in this presentation can be useful. They allow the community to become aware of your existence, your staff and facility are seen as more approachable, and they also educate the public about your resources, thereby making your services more efficient. Looking at your existing partnerships in the community and how your collections can produce fun and interactive programs can greatly benefit the present and the future of your archives. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me or Amber at the contact information provided.